That's part of it. It's like being by yourself.
Either,
but some people want to be.
See, a lot of my friends that do it frequently only do it with other people. And I have friends that want to do it with me, and I'm like, no, man, I do it to like kind of.
I feel like that changes your experience completely, though.
Yeah, like I've done mushrooms with other people, and it's just not as mystical.
Yeah,
it's not as enlightening.
Yeah. I feel like, I only did it once, and I did it with Cass.
And he's probably the only person. Him and Graham are probably really the only couple people that I would ever do psychedelics with.
I mean, we literally just built couch forts.
Yeah,
for like probably 7 hours.
But yeah, fucking. Yeah, that's the thing is, and I've done dissociatives like, Robitussin and MXE. I've done PCP once.
MXC?
Yeah. And like Robitussin is frowned upon as a recreational drug because it's, fucking cough syrup.
Yeah.
But that's another one that makes you feel
dark arts.
It makes you feel it is the dark arts, dude. It makes you feel really different. You don't really hallucinate visually. Yeah. But you definitely, you lose your ego and your brain goes on autopilot. Wherein, like, I'll be just fucking jetting, dude. And the worst thing is that time and your consciousness don't exist when you're on that. Mm-hmm. When you're on any dissociative. That's why they're called dissociatives. And I'd sit there, like, if I haven't done it in.
See, that's like a thing, like, if you did that
time.
in like an isolation tank or something. That's the place to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I love doing that shit with other people because you end up fucking just combining your subconsciouses together. Yeah. And you just have, like, I did it with Sam once, and it was like, we did it, and then we just fucking played Bloodborne and shit, and we were like super into it.
Telepathically talking to each other.
Yeah, we were playing like Resident Evil. We were fucking cooking food and shit. We cleaned the house. But then when you do it alone, it's like, you'll sit there and fucking literally play Madden or play fucking whatever video game from the beginning until the end because you don't even realize you're doing it.
Right.
But it's weird, man. It's really weird. Like
you like come back and you're like the president and you
it's like it really is. It's almost like watching yourself black out.
Yeah.
But I haven't done anything too dangerous. I think the one thing I did was I was tripping and one of my friends asked me if I wanted to smoke weed with him. And it was actually Sam. He's like, "Do you want to come over and smoke a blunt with me or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be over." He goes, "I could pick you up." And I go, "Nah, I'm going to go for a jog." And I literally ended up sprinting from his house to from my house to his house. And I didn't even realize I wasn't tired or anything. Just going. But, so these are the epiphanies I had. And I thought they were great ideas at the time. But, the first one, and this was right when I was coming down and I was thinking about shit, and I ended up I watched the Dennis McKenna episode, and then I watched another one. I can't remember who it was. Oh, it was the Joey Jingles episode. That's the one I fell asleep to, was Joey Jingles, episode 163. So the first one, we should make stop signs with lights on them. So that way if people are driving in the dark, they know where the stop signs are. And I wasn't thinking that one through.
That's a good point, I guess.
The second one was shapes are only scary if you let them intimidate you. Which I
mean, kind of, yeah.
Shapes can be intimidating, I guess.
Yeah.
But you have to let them intimidate you, which makes sense on like a fundamental level.
Right.
but
why would you let them
not like a practical level.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one that I had. Falling isn't that bad if you never hit the ground.
That's true.
Like, the worst part about falling is hitting the ground, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're just falling infinitely,
right? Yeah, like the fall itself is fine. It's just you're scared of the impact. That's the key. I feel like that's why skydiving's a thing.
Yeah,
because then you can fall without hitting the ground.
Yeah. This is the weird one because I don't even like this company that much. I don't really like any of the games they made. But I said, if the Matrix is ever created, I want it to be created by CD Projekt Red, so there are barely any glitches.
That's true. That's a good point.
Roads are the greatest invention ever. If all of a sudden all the roads disappeared, nobody would be able to go anywhere. which isn't 100% right, but
no, because there would still be
walking
there would still be where the roads were.
That's
like that would just mean the pavement disappeared.
Yeah. And then if birds were bigger, they'd rule the world.
Yeah.
Like if all the birds,
they definitely would.
If birds scale up to like human size, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
And then I got really scared thinking about giant birds.
Yeah. Everything birds. They have the height advantage. They have the aerial advantage, you know what I mean? I mean, think about it, they rule the skies. We don't have that shit unless we're in an airplane.
That's a good point.
And even when we're in an airplane, we're kind of fucked. It's not like we can reach out the window and attack birds. We can't get the height advantage. You can't have the high ground on birds. It's impossible. And plus, they're like, if they were huge, I mean, they're fucking savages. They'd pick you the fuck up and just fly you and drop you and shit. And then you would probably fall and hit the ground, which means you're probably going to die.
Yeah. And I had another one that...
It's fun until you hit the ground, though.
That was a thought that I had that... I've had this thought sober before, and I wish I wrote more down. But it was, if Pink Floyd never existed and released Dark Side of the Moon right now, it would be more popular than it was back in the 70s. But I don't think I agree with that one.
It would be...
If Pink Floyd never existed, but all the bands after them that were influenced by them were still a thing, would they be more popular than the bands they influenced? I don't know. But I can't really think of another psychedelic or trippy space rock progressive band that does the same things that Pink Floyd does. The closest I can think of is maybe Porcupine Tree.
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know.
But even Porcupine Tree didn't get that big.
They're still not that big. Yeah. The thing is, like, they also have heavier sections too.
Yeah. And then it got me thinking.
And they're also it's not the same. Like some of their, I guess with Pink Floyd, a lot more of their sections are like floatier sections.
They're floaty and all their albums are concept albums.